that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Gen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
And now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Gen T. Here we fucking go again. Hey, I owe y'all an apology. So apparently, I don't know if it's saved or not because I haven't actually gotten to listen to the full podcast audio. But when I fired up my computer this morning on this beautiful rainy day, there was 30 seconds of dead air. My intro did not record. So I'm like, okay, so then that means if my intro didn't record, I made this lovely, terrible intro for you guys. If my intro didn't record, then you had 30 seconds of dead air. And I sincerely, deeply apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm only using a computer that was born in 2015. Can you believe this? Technical difficulties from a computer that is nearly going to be 10 years old soon. So I apologize deeply for that, friends. Sorry for the confusion. And if it did go through on the podcast, then God bless it. And this apology is for nothing. I don't get to listen to the raw audio because I am listening to so many other podcasts. So by the time I get to hear the podcast, it's usually months and months later. So any mistakes are terribly embarrassing, but what the fuck? The show must go on. Ooh, that was bad. Let me do that again. Show must go on. Yeah. Oh man, but the show must go on. So, with that being said, it's time for Customers of the Week. A lady called eight times about her vegan calcium. I counted 8. It could have been more, but I stopped counting after 8. Hello, how can I help you? Hello, yes. I'm calling about your vegan calcium. I was like, yeah, we carry vegan calcium. Which one did you want? Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. And then hung up. I was like, wait, what the hell? Hey! You don't want to know what brand? You don't want to know if it's in a pastilla y líquido y un polvo? You don't want to know what the fuck it is? She just was like, oh, okay, thanks, bye. I was like, wow. Then about 10 minutes later, she calls back. And 10 minutes later, she calls back. And I was like, hello, how can I help you? Hello, yes, I just called about the vegan calcium. I was like, yes, did you want to know what type we have? I want to know, do you carry this brand? Yes, we carry this brand. Okay, bye-bye. And then hung up. I was like, you, hey, listen, lady, I'm by myself, okay? Call-offs, scheduling, weather, the whole fucking nine. It's just me. I'm by my fucking self until noon. And I'm busy. Please, stop calling. I was just like, wow, this lady is on one. Hopefully that was it. So then she calls back. Hello, I just called about the vegan calcium, and I wanted this brand. Is it vanilla flavored? I was like, yes it is. Okay, bye-bye. I was like, hey, you know what? No. She keeps hanging up, and I'm like, wait. So I was like, all right, bitch, now I want you to call back. Now I want you to fucking call back. You know how black people don't like it when you play games on the phone? Stop calling me. Ooh. 10 minutes later, she calls back. Hello, I just called about the vegan calcium. I wanted to know, how many do you have on the shelf? And I was like, we have 12. Okay, bye-bye. And I was like, wait. I was a motherfucker. And then, of course, I was like, oh, no, bitch. I got *69. I'm going to call your ass back. But unfortunately, you have to have a code to dial out. And the phone I was using did not let me dial out. And I was like, bitch. Fucker. I was like, okay, bitch, I remember your number. I'm going to answer the phone. Okay, I'm busy. I'm by myself. I'm working plenty of customers, shit to do. I don't need you fucking playing on the phone. So I go back to work. The phone rings. I go, not answering it. So then my boss answers it and goes, Jen, please pick up the call on 911. And I was like, hello, how can I help you? Hello, I just called about the vegan calcium, and I wanted to know, what's the expiration date? And I was like, June of 2023. Okay, bye. I was like, no. I was like, listen, you keep hanging up before I give you any other information, and I don't want you to call back. You got any other questions for me right now, in this moment in time? Because I'm by myself, ma'am. She's like, no, I'm good. Okay, bye-bye. And I was like, oh, no, bitch. I know you're not good. So I quickly go to a phone that can call out. I was like, yeah, bitch, I got you. I'm going to call out. Beep, boop, beep, *69. Let's go. And then she's like, hello? And I was like, hello? Bitch. I was like, did you have any other questions for the vegan calcium? Because I am by myself here, and you keep calling, and I got customers, okay? And I don't have time to be going back and forth on the phone with you. She's like, oh, well, actually, I do have a question. Do you have a later date for the vegan calcium? And I was like, later date? I was like, ma'am, this thing is only going to last you 30 days. You're supposed to take 2 spoonfuls. Oh, no, I only take 1 spoonful. See, it says 95 servings. I was like, yeah, doing 1 spoonful. But it says on here to do 2 because it's vegan. That shit ain't going to work, vegan calcium. You need to take double what you would for the regular calcium. She's like, oh, I've always taken 1 and I'm fine. And I was like, ma'am, you're supposed to take 2 spoonfuls. 2. It says in the directions. So that bottle's only gonna last you 45 fucking days, okay? You should make it to June. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I make that bottle last me 3 months. I was like, yeah. 3 months. I was like, oh no, bitch. I said, look in the directions at the bottom. Because that's not enough calcium. That's like 100 milligrams of calcium, ma'am. You need to do at least 2 spoonfuls of that. She's like, oh, okay. Well, I'll think about it and maybe I'll come down there and buy it. Okay, bye-bye. And it hangs up and I was like, no, wait. Because I knew she had one more thing. I knew she had one more fucking thing. So I was like, all right, bitch. So I just stood there by the phone. I was waiting for her to call. I felt like one of those girls trying to get that date by the phone. So finally the phone rang and I was like, hello, vegan calcium, we got it. And she's like, well, actually, I wanted to let you know that I don't use it for bone density. I use it to go to the restroom. It helps with my constipation. soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, girl, bye. And I'm like, nope, not doing it. I do not want to hear about your poop habits, fam. I'm done. You've cured me. After that, I saw her number on the call screen. I was like, no, not answering it. I'm done. I think she called 2 more times, but another person got it. I was like, I'm done with that lady. She's already called at least 8 fucking times. I've had it. I'm not going to talk about your poops. This is for bone density, and you're using it for your poops. So now I'm just picturing this old-ass lady with fucking rubbery bones, but an empty colon. Just like that goddamn Got Milk commercial. They're like, oh my God, the name is so strong. And he goes to pick up the wheelbarrow and his arms just come off. Oh my God, I'm just picturing this old lady grabbing the remote and her hand just fucking disintegrates. I use that vegan calcium. My poops are great, but my bones are falling apart. Oh my God. Oh shit. Holy shit. Unfucking believable. Oh, and then speaking of unfucking believable, man, I was not present and accounted for, so this is all just what I've seen from the video. Somebody was nice enough to share a video with me. So apparently, on a day I was off, thank God, because, you know, me, I do not need to get into a fight with a complete fucking weirdo. But I've come so close, so close, so close. A lady, a wonderful migrant person in the beloved city of Loma Linda, which, by the way, I mean, 100 years ago was a goddamn insane asylum. The School of Allied Health for Loma Linda University, the road is called Sanitarium Way because the School of Allied Health, where it sits on a hill, and Campus Hill Church used to be the old insane asylum. So, if you could gather what's happening in the town I work in, it's basically the ghosts of crazy, you understand? And if you've been listening to the show for a long time, clearly you would believe what I'm saying. So there's just ghosts of crazy people that just inhabit the town. And this day was no exception. So, a lady walking across our parking lot. My coworker was outside enjoying his lunch when he saw a lady who was hysterically laughing to herself with no one around, okay? Parking lot's fucking empty. It's just my coworker eating his lunch and this lady laughing to herself. He was like, uh-oh. He said, I had to go running and call the troops. He's like, I knew she was going to be bad. So he sounds the alarm. The crazies are coming. The crazies are coming. And crazy lady comes in the store with no shoes. I don't know if she had underwear or not, but definitely no shoes, laughing to herself. And she proceeded to just be wildly inappropriate and told my coworker to go fuck himself. And he said, well, you know what, your pushy stinks. Your pushy stinks. Oh my God, shout out to the homie Oscar, man. This guy is a G, a straight up G. All of my Riverside motherfuckers. All my Riverside fam. We don't play around, y'all. We don't play around. We got the slightest bit of patience, but once you cross the line, we're just going nuclear. We're going DEFCON 10. That's it. So, after he told her she stinks, she proceeded to run down the aisle and start knocking vitamins off the shelves. And after that, the homie called my bosses. And of course, there were 2 ladies who, they are not of the security type. They are small and frail and are easily intimidated. But they did their best to get the homeless lady out of the store. And as they were escorting her out of the store, she proceeded to spit in my boss's face. Oh, Oh, man. And you see my homie Oscar in the tape. Oh, my God. He just goes to sprint the action right when he's about to slap the dog shit out of her. He goes, damn, it's a lady. So he has to let her go. But then the cops caught her and arrested her ass. And thank God, because I'm telling you, y'all, I'm saying this with peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Beat the dog shit out of that lady. Maybe not as close as I wanted to. If he said her pussy stinks, then maybe I don't want to get that close. But it definitely got a roundhouse kick for her. Oh my God. It was fucking madness. Just watching the tape, and I was just like, they were too close to her. You just got to keep a distance, you know? Same with my manager who got spinning back fist in the face last year. He was just too close to this freaking drunk lady who had super, super long arms. And I just had a feeling because she was mean to everybody else. But I just gave her that look. I was like, bitch. And she ran outside and she knew. And then my boss was right behind her. And then whap. So I was like, fuck. I gotta tell people, don't be walking close to these weirdos. This is like self-defense 101. You don't want to be in striking range with a crazy person. You just don't. Okay? If you can touch them, then they can touch you. So you want to keep in mind. Kicking distance, leg distance. You want to keep a leg's length away from people that are hostile or aggressive. You don't want them to be in your space. You don't want them to close that 18 to 24 inch distance on you. Especially if they're close enough to spit on you. You definitely do not want to do that. That is a no-no. If I could teach y'all anything, motherfuckers, listen up. Legs distance away, okay? They can be close enough to kick, but you don't want them to punch you unless they're super tall and they got long arms. Then you got to go inside, okay? That is my self-defense tip for you for the day. If you can, though, please avoid confrontation at all costs. I know I say on here all the time, I wish, but I really don't because I don't know what's going to happen. This lady could have had a knife. This lady could have the fucking HIV. My boss had to go get tested for all these things, get shots from this nasty-ass bitch. But you know your dear host, Rambo, if she was there, would have politely escorted her out of the building with my kicks because her pushy stings. Oh my God. Some current events. 19-year-old man has been charged with violently assaulting the one-armed drummer from Def Leppard. What the fuck? Holy shit. Rick Allen, drummer from Def Leppard, went outside for a smoke after a concert in Florida and was violently assaulted by a 19-year-old teen. The teen had waited behind a pillar and pounced on Rick, and Rick fell back and hit his head on the concrete. Oh my God. A woman had rushed out to help Rick, and the teen then attacked the woman, punching and kicking her repeatedly and then grabbing her by the hair and dragging her to the hotel lobby before was chased off by security. Then eventually he was apprehended by police, caught at another hotel, smashing out car windows. This was a young gentleman who had been either scouted to play at Michigan or was a freshman at Michigan. Man, holy shit. It's not bath salts. I mean, what the fuck? And poor Rick, how dare you assault a one-armed man? Oh my God. Horrible, horrible person. I'm going to have to say, I'm not a doctor, but it sounds like a good old case of CTE. A whole lot of brain damage. You know, because this fits the description of NFL players who have had the CTE experience. I've seen some NFL players go smash out grocery store windows, throw a shopping cart through there. It took like 8 police officers to apprehend this guy. Can't think of his name, but he went buck wild. There was no drugs and alcohol in his system. It was just the CTE. scary stuff for a 19-year-old who had a full life ahead of him, but just had a complete psychotic breakdown and attacked the drummer from Def Leppard. What the fuck? Photograph, I don't want your photograph. I don't need your photograph. All I got is a photograph. Maybe he wasn't a fan. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, this slightly warms my heart. Well, like I've always said, Mother Nature has the best return policy, and unfortunately, there is a tidal wave of karma heading this young man's wave. Tekashi 69, aka Teriyaki 69, as I like to refer to him, was attacked and brutally beaten at a gym in the sauna. It wasn't me, damn it. I love the sauna so much, and if I saw Teriyaki 69 in there, I would be tempted, I'm not gonna lie. But apparently, a lot of people do not like this young man, and I'd have to agree. But most importantly, he has pissed off a lot of his comrades, aka gang member people. I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but apparently they don't like rats. So if I can refresh your memory, Brother Teriyaki 69 got a lighter jail sentence after he testified against the Bloods, the New York Bloods. Apparently, he is alleging that they kidnapped him, but I don't think it's a kidnapping, and I don't believe a word this man says. But anyway, he testified to get a lighter sentence for some other shit he was caught up in because he was claiming to be so rough and tough out in the world, but he turned out to be a big giant rato. The old ratatouille. So because he testified to get a lighter sentence and testified against his friends or whatever, bro man got out of jail early, and that also meant that he would have a target on his back. And he said, I am welcoming this said target on my back. I'm Teriyaki 69. There's nothing you can do. And well... Apparently, old boy went into the sauna without security protection, and apparently met some new friends in the sauna that weren't fans. I am utterly fascinated. You know, I saw his face all mushed up, you know, and I was like, did you get his dick? Did you turn his dick into mashed potatoes? Twist his dick. I guess I should try and find some sort of sound clip that is Teriyaki 69, but I don't want the plays in my I don't want the plays in my Spotify or my title settings. I don't want them to think I like this Teriyaki 69. So I'll just ad lib some teriyaki for you. It is wait, let me hit the high note. It's a whole lot of that with an aggressive there's a whole lot of bitches. But it is terrible. I'm sure you can imagine. Just you know, anytime you're curious about it, what Tekashi 69 sounds like, you can just play that over in your head. Real tough. I'll stick with my backpack kid. Balenciaga's on my feet. Got a brand new easy boots. Got a show of all the feet. Sophie's choice, Backpack Kid or Teriyaki 6ix9ine. I'm taking Backpack Kid. Man, oh man. Gwyneth Paltrow reveals a huge secret on social media this week. Not that I cared, but this one I found to be utterly fascinating. She has revealed that she has put gas up her bumhole to detoxify her colon. But not just any gas, folks. She has put ozone gas up her bunghole, up the poopin' shafter to detoxify her colon. And, well, bitch, let me break a little science off to you. Gas comes out, fam. We don't want gas to stay in. I love how people just think that they have discovered some new fashionable way to outdo what the fucking human body does. Okay? Your shit knows where the exit's at. Okay? If you eat right, you exercise, you say your prayers, you take your vitamins, you drink your water, things will find its way out. It doesn't need you to put unleaded 87 up your up the pooping shafter, okay? To help detoxify it. Just like when customers come in and go, oh man, I went to the doctor, my liver's a little sluggish, whoop-de-fucking-whoop. Can I get some milk thistle? Like, no, stop eating shitty ass foods. Your liver knows how to fucking detoxify. It's you that's the fucking problem, bitch. Okay? This ain't fucking hard. Your liver just didn't decide to be like, well, today's the day. I'm out, Jack. That does happen. But in mild cases, it knows how to detoxify things. And as long as you don't fuck it up, as long as you give it the things it needs, like the right foods, don't stress yourself out, you sleep right, you say your prayers, you're good. You don't need to buy anything, really. Honestly, you don't need to buy anything. It does this shit for you. So when I hear Gwyneth Paltrow is putting fucking pipes up her butthole and pumping ozone gas in there, I'm like, girl, your colon knew what it needed to do from the moment you came out of your mom's vagine, okay? It knew that when titty milk comes in, then things gotta go out. Stop acting like you're some revolutionary butthole scientist. You ain't shit. I love you, Gwen. I love you, but this is crazy. That whole group shit boggles my fucking mind. Like, people fall for that. I'm like, will you what? Vagina candle? Ozone gas in your butthole? Oh, man. You... Choke off, you fucking prick. Oh, my God. This story, it's always an important time when people come out of the closet. And I will tell a quick little story. I came out of the closet, even though people already knew that I was hella gay. There were some that were just like, not sure, whatever. Y'all are stupid. Psych, just kidding. But seriously, when I officially publicly came out, it was a big deal to me, and it's a big deal, because you're proclaiming, hey, this is me, this is who I am, and I'm not ashamed of this. Whereas before, I was not very public about it. I was very private. Obviously, you could tell by the way I dress, I was very gay, but I still kept it somewhat private. So this story about UFC fighter Jeff Molina coming out of the closet, it kind of stirred up some memories when I came out of the closet. I did it not out of, how can I word this? It was a choice, but I felt like there was a gun to my head. There was an emotional gun to my head when I came out of the closet, because I didn't want a certain ex experience, who shall not be named. I didn't want her to saying things to people that knew my parents and whatnot, and because they didn't know about some things. So I thought it was fair that I'd have the conversation with them. But I felt I had to do it because I felt that she was actually going to tell them. So, and then of course, years later, she emails my father. But that's a whole nother episode for another time. But the point is coming out, I think, should be a serious time when you're ready, not because you're being emotionally extorted and somebody is holding that over your head like, oh, I'm going to tell people that you're in the closet. That's fucking horrific. And Jeff Molina is no exception to that. Apparently some footage of him leaked sucking a man's dick. Now, I have my skeptical hippo eyes are out because, it's very shitty to out someone when somebody is not ready, and apparently Brother Jeff wasn't ready. However, my skeptical hippo eyes come into play when it conveniently is around the time where Brother Jeff has been suspended for throwing UFC fights with his coach, James Krause. So he is facing possible jail time. But he is claiming that somebody leaked this footage of him sucking a dick. And myself and Sean Strickland are calling shenanigans. Brother Sean Strickland says, we don't care if you suck dicks. We just want to know why you were throwing UFC fights. Oh my God. Everyone feels sorry for me. I've had to forcefully come out of the closet. And a lot of people ain't buying it, fam. A lot of people ain't buying it, which is terrible because, that's an important thing. And I think if you were about to go to the slammer, if you're about to do some time for fixing fights, I don't think it's a good idea for you to try and deflect that, somebody released this footage of me sucking a dick. Well, maybe the somebody who released that footage is you. And they think you released that footage to deflect from your current trials and tribulations of facing potential jail time for throwing UFC fights for money, for thousands of dollars, a lot of fucking money. We're not talking like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. We're talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And who knows how long they've been doing it for. But James Krause, Jeff Molina, quite a few people are in a lot of fucking trouble for throwing these fights for money. So let's get to the bottom of this. You got caught throwing these fights. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I'm glad you got caught throwing these fights because what the hell? I bet on these fights. And if you're throwing fucking fights, you need to give me a heads up so I'm not betting on the fucking fight. Because I don't want to bet on a fight somebody's trying to throw. You know what I'm saying? Because that's shady. But best of luck to you, Jeff Molina. When you're in the slammer, I hear there's plenty of dudes who love to give the dick. Oh my God. I'm sure you'll think of that as a holiday. Oh my God. This is so absurd. It's so preposterous. I don't even know where to start, but I'm just going to do my best to get this out here. I don't know how anybody hasn't thought of this. Maybe they have, but now it is a TikTok trend. Some of the TikTokers in the fitness community are now gym bros, if you will. So these are young males, I want to say the ages of 16 to 25, who are dumb enough to believe what they see on TikTok and are following this goofy trend. And this trend is super high protein diets. Well, how is eating a super high protein diet bad, you say? It is when they're eating dog food. That's right, folks. They're eating fucking canned dog food. Don't you just love? Don't you just love bro science? It is completely and utterly preposterous. I don't know if they understand that the human body can only absorb anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of protein every 2 hours. Everything else, you shit out, fam. You're with Auntie Gwen, shitting things out of your colon aggressively. You and Gwyneth Paltrow are busy pumping your colon. So apparently, a pedigree has like, in a can, there's some crazy, like 200 to 400 grams of protein per can. So these fucking idiots are eating dog food to get their protein intake in. Who is the one that will tell them, I'm sorry, you only absorb really one of those kibbles? I mean, don't waste your time. Why don't you go have something tasty, goddammit? Can't you go to like fucking, I don't know, In and Out? Get a 4x4 or maybe a fucking Jimmy John's and get you a giant hoagie or something? Why the hell are you eating dog food? You're stupid, fucking stupid. Unbelievable. So, please, if I can warn you, do not follow this TikTok trend of eating dog food to get your maximum protein in. Oh my gosh. So I gotta tell you guys something that really pissed me off. Okay, and you guys can join me in being pissed with me. You can join me in the pissing, if you will. I watched on Netflix this show called Outlast, and it is this mega, super awesome survivor show where 16 people are dropped off into the wilderness, in the Alaskan wilderness, and have to brave the elements with just a few necessities like an axe, some matches, a sleeping bag, and some fucking tarp. The rest of the shit, you gotta fish your own food, you gotta hunt your own food, you gotta eat squirrel, you gotta eat whatever the hell you find out there. This fucking crazy ass show called Outlast. And whoever is the last team standing, the last team of 4 standing, gets the $1 million. So I watched the show and I was pumped on it because I was like, oh damn, I want to see the most resourceful 16 people on fucking planet Earth. Because this is Alaska, fam. The last frontier. If you can survive Alaska, you can survive any place. And so I'm like, all right, I'm tuned in. I'm dialed in. These are going to be the most sophisticated, smartest, surviving kind of people on the planet. And the first 2-3 episodes, it was like that. We were surviving. They were fucking chopping wood, making fire, building shelters, using fucking compasses and shit, fishing. I was like, wow, this is fascinating. And then somehow, the producers will airdrop little challenges for them to do because, that's got to be boring out in the wilderness, stranded on television. So they give them these little challenges to do, like, hey, you got to make a boat. Hey, you got to collect your little crab pots and go fish for crabs, stuff to do. And so by the 4th episode, I think it was the 3rd or 4th episode, there's only 8 episodes, shit just got fucking dark, okay? Shit got dark. You got to see the worst behaviors in people. I mean, that, where they're at, luckily, I think when this is filmed, it wasn't too cold. I think the high was like in the 30s, and then the low at night would be like between like 5 and 17 degrees. So it wasn't like too bad, but they could get hypothermia and die, or get really sick. Like, I'm gonna spoil this episode for you. I think it was episode 1, either 1 or 2. This bitch drank out of the river before they even tested the water. I was like, bitch, I'm not a survivor, but everybody knows you do not drink still water. And she's like, it's kind of moving. I'm just going to drink this water. And everyone's like, whoa. Too late. Bitch drank the water before they even tested the water, which everybody knows you want running water. That is a little bit safer to drink than still water. And probably like 20, 30 minutes into the episode, you're, oh, my stomach. I was like, yeah, bitch. Good old Montezuma's revenge. That's how you get fucking dysentery, fam. You don't be drinking no still water. I was like, bitch, I thought you were a survivalist. What the hell are you doing? You can't be drinking no still water. So, but the rest of the episodes, it just got fucking dark. I mean, you got to see the real truth in people's humanity because, like the producers mentioned, there was no rules for this show. Is whoever survives, the last 4 that survive win the money. So you get to see people doing whatever the hell they had to do to get the fucking money. And I was like, this ain't cool. I'm gonna finish this to the end, but I was upset. I was like, bruh, I do not like this. I thought we were sticking to our morals, the high ground. We're gonna, learn how to build a fire. We're gonna, make fishing pods. We're gonna learn how to build shit with just a little knife and an axe, It just got fucking dark and people yelling at each other and bitching. And I mean, I guess you would bitch at each other if you're hungry because some people couldn't catch any fish or all they had to eat were some clams and that wasn't enough to feed everybody. So, shit got rough. And I guess when shit gets rough, all hell breaks loose. So if you are intrigued, please check out Outlast on Netflix. It's only 8 episodes. So 8 episodes, 40 minutes, if that, 30 to 40 minutes. So I highly recommend. And you can join me in being pissed off, of course. I watched, and I haven't watched this movie in like 20 fucking years. So it was like brand new to me again. I watched Notting Hill with Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant. And I forgot how fucking good that movie is, man. I was like, wow, this movie is well written, funny, British humor, and of course, young Julia Roberts. Hello. Steamy. Straight timepiece. Even now, she's still got it. If she knocked on my door, I'd be like, hello, nurse. I'm telling you, she is incredibly gorgeous. And Hugh Grant, his personality in that movie, it reminded me of myself. I saw bits and pieces of myself where, I'm just kind of like this jaded little shop worker and the love of my life walks in there and I'm like, yeah, you're beautiful. Whatever. Bye. And then you're like, oh, wait, there is some hope. And then just when you think there's hope, oh, there's no hope. And then all of a sudden hope comes back and then you get the girl and then end. Elfin. I'm pretty sure life is not like that, but if it was, that'd be fucking cool. Just saying. Hey, Mother Nature, can you hook it up with a Notting Hill kind of love? Thank you. You know what? I'm going to add that to my dating profile because, there's only a 4% success rate on those dating profiles. I've heard from app developers. I was listening to a business podcast and they said there's only a 4% chance of meeting somebody legit on dating apps. So I'm like, all right, well, if it's just going to be a case of nothing, a bunch of nothing burgers, then I'm just going to put whatever the fuck I want up there. I'm going to put some jokes up there. I'm going to put a podcast up there. Who cares? But yeah, I'm just like, man, if I could get me some Notting Hill kind of love, woof, oof, damn, that is real. That is some real ass shit. Because, okay, so right now, the reason why I was watching Notting Hill and just kind of reflecting on myself is, so I am into this particular woman who is a recent divorcee, if you will. And she is a famous lesbian, but not as famous as the one that I had asked out a couple weeks ago, and she said no. But this one is a medium lesbian, so she is kind of famous, which is cool, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about that, whether you're famous or not. I don't give a shit. Are you a good fucking person? Do you pay your bills? Are you loving your life? That's all I fucking care about. So I'm on the verge. I'm trying to decide, you know. I know that, shout out to Dave, he said to ask her out. I'm just a wee bit on the fence because I don't know how long you're supposed to wait when somebody has been together with somebody for 7 years and then you just get divorced and you're on your own and you're living back at your parents' house and you're trying to figure out your life. I don't know how I could fit in the picture. And then not to mention, her mom is an OG supermodel. And so I'm like, oh. So now I feel like there's this standard, this echelon. Like I feel like, you know, I'm just the mannish lady across the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? And this chick is like my Amanda Jones. You know, I don't know. But it's okay. This has definitely turned into some kind of wonderful. Go watch that. That's my favorite movie of all time. You know, I got the dirt on my hands from cleaning up somebody's shit or the green machine. And I'm just like, man, you know, I wonder if this lesbian would ever be interested in a regular ass person like me. You know, what's her type? So looking at her ex, obviously that's her type. I'm just thinking, I keep like shortchanging myself. Like, I don't know if I can fit in her world, if I can be in the upper echelon with her. You know what I mean? She seems a bit out of my dimension, but as somebody who's just been taking a shitload of chances lately, just trying things, just throwing shit on the wall and just see what sticks, I feel like one of these days it would be appropriate to ask her out. Like, hey, when you come to LA, I would love to take you to dinner if that is all right. But damn, I don't, you know, fuck. There's a pattern, and she likes, you know, those androgynous, thin-looking types. And I am definitely not that. I am the juggernaut. Holy shit. But you never know. Stranger things have happened, so I just figured, fuck it. You know, I'll just keep asking people out until they say yes. I was actually going to ask out this other chick who was not a famous lesbian, but was a well-established woman in my gay community, in my lesbian community. But there was a slight problem. She lives all the way across the country. So how the fuck is that going to work? I can't expect somebody who has several physical brick and mortar businesses to just up and move all of her employees and her whole life and to come to California and do all that shit. You know, us lesbians, we have to think about the future before the beginning even starts. So I was like, is this bitch gonna move? Nah. Am I gonna move? Nah. Because of her situation, and she's lived out in LA before, because of her situation. She was a New York girl, but because of her divorce and things that are happening, she is currently living in her parents' place in Florida. So I'm thinking, hey, you want to move out your parents' house and just start all fucking over? Come on down to the Shits Bernino. But that is another situation. What woman would ever want to live in a town called Shits Bernardino? I mean, come on. I'm fucking screwed. I'm fucking screwed, y'all. I'm going to shoot my shot, but I'm like, damn. I kind of catch a vibe. I just feel my intuition just says, too far away, too rich, too out of my league. It's laughable, but I can always try. If I try, I can't say that I didn't try, And like my man Michael Jordan says, my favorite basketball player of all time, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm going to take a shot and see, and see what she says, And if not, we can always just be friends like we are. But yeah, we'll see. Anything can happen. I have got some UFC picks for you this weekend. First off, Tamires Vidal. Next, Vinicius Salvador. Next, Manuel Torres. Next, CJ Vergara. Next, Trevin Giles. Then, Lucas Alexander. Tucker Lutz. Sounds like Tuck Your Nuts. Albert Drev, Alex Perez, Andrea KGB, maybe Racist Lee, Austin Lingo Bingo, Holly Holm, and Marlon Chito Vera. Those are my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some fucking fights. Yeah. All right, that is going to do it for me, folks. I will talk to y'all next week. But before I go, this just in, a new exclusive. That's right, for a limited time only. You hear this? Turn your radios up to 11. Some Ellis fam asked me to make some shirts for the trip to Vegas coming up in 2 fucking weeks. So I made some shirts. Go to RamboParadio.com. Purchase your shirts. I'm not doing it to make money. They're stupid cheap. I want to say like $12. I mean, it's dumb cheap. I'm not making it fucking money, okay? Super cheap. If you are going to Vegas, you are going to need to order this shirt as soon as you hear this message because it takes 6 to 10 days to ship to y'all. So, if Vegas is in 2 weeks, you don't have a whole lot of fucking time. So, if you want to wear this shirt at Vegas, Ellis fam, Vegas trip 2023 Easter weekend, then I need you to go to RamboParadio.com and order your Ellis fam shirt right now, okay? I'm going to give y'all a month, and then I'm going to pull that shit down, okay? Because I don't want to get a cease and desist from Jason Ellis, okay? The guy's strapped for cash right now, and I don't want him to come after the Rambo Nation here, okay? Oh, he's poor as hell too. Come on, man. Don't sue me. Also, I'm going to add mugs. I seen flags on there. I'm looking at blankets. I got some shit coming for y'all. So I'm going to be feverishly working on that as best I can. I can work on things from my phone now. So it just takes a little bit longer. So please be patient. If you are waiting for merch, if you're waiting for things, I had somebody request V-necks. Somebody wants to show off the best taco meat in the chest that they've ever seen. So I'm going to do a V-neck for this person. So if you want a V-neck, that's going to be up there as well too. Any other suggestions, please hit me up. DMs, tweet, email, text, call, snap, the whole 9. Get at me. What's the other fucking one? Discord, Slack. I don't fucking know. Hit me up. Find me. Tell somebody to find me. I don't fucking know. But you'll figure it out. You want an item in the store? I will get it done for you. I have some badass new Who's Gen Tees coming to the store. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 days, you will see some badass shirts going up on RamboParadio.com. Thank you to everyone who likes, who subscribes, who buys shirts. You don't even have to listen to my fucking show, okay? You know, shit. You could listen and turn it off. You could buy merch and not listen to the show. I appreciate everything that you have given me, your time, your attention, your years. We're coming up on episode 300 next week. Can you fucking believe it? If you have been with me since episode 300, please don't send me your therapy bill. I am so sorry. What a wild, wild ride. So episode 300 is next week. But until next time, this is Rambo for Radio. I'm out. Peace.